Okay, we're back. I guess I hit a button or whatnot. I didn't know, but we're in the side of a tunnel that goes directly into Fort Morgan. Like I said, tactically it doesn't make any sense because you can go right over it because it basically is dirt thrown over a tunnel. But it is pretty cool. You got to think of terms from the 1830s, 1840s, the 1850s, and their purpose. Like I said, these are LED lights, so they're lit up for safety reasons. We're just going to walk a little bit throughout outside of the fort, have some different views. There is nobody at this fort at night but the ones who actually live on property, which is like 3 people. And right now there's 5 of us staying in the fort for our event this weekend. So I'm going to turn back. You see where the lights are? That is the tunnel. Now you can see how dark Fort Morgan is at night because there's only literally 3 lights lighting up this whole fort on the peninsula. One's by the museum, one is by the lighthouse caretaker's house, and the other one's on the other caretaker's house, fort caretaker's house. So we're going to walk around to Battery Shink and Thomas, excuse me. Sometimes different languages come out, so I have a few different things. After Hurricane Ivan hit, this right here on to my left, a lot of people don't even know what it was. I don't know what it was prior, but you'll see some remains of brickwork. This is where our drink machines were. Our drink machines and our snack machines was all right here. Now, what was before that? I don't know. I never asked. I never cared. But
what I was told was it was a post office.
I see. There's something I didn't know. I was just told it was a post office. But which is weird. That's really, I think must be the smallest post office in the United States. But we're gonna go out, walk around, probably walk on top of Battery Thomas in a minute. But we're gonna walk to Battery Shink. What it was later on was an anti-aircraft battery, which really never seen action besides training. This lights here, that's the bathroom. Nothing happens in there unless you're, you gotta go. But I will say, on a good note, it is gorgeous out here away from a lot of the lights, the city lights. It's peaceful. You hear the waves. It's just awesome out here. But unless you want cell phone reception, you miss your Wi-Fi.
There's the torpedo.
I remember a long time ago, you used to be able to go almost about 30 feet into it. Now it's blocked off all the way to the open, this is actually a mound. But the closer I get to it, you'll actually see it is blocked off. Shoot, and I was walking to a spider web. I have never actually been in here, so I've been all the way back to as far as you can go. So I'm filming, and you hear my voice. So if anything, I can't see what you're seeing until I watch this video. Now, I have never been told, I've constantly been told different things. And look at this, what is that? That looks kind of cool. Is it a bug or what is that? That looks like a roach. It's still cool looking. Where'd you go? I thought you were behind me. It's still pretty cool. I've been told different things what this heel was for. I was told it was for ammunition. I was told it was for powder. There's our wire. We have telephone wire that we set up earlier.
That was actually for the torpedo room.
And a torpedo back in the Civil War was not what we call a torpedo today. It was basically underwater sea mine. That's what we call them today. So sea mine and torpedo are totally different. Now this is Battery Shink. Again, this has really no significance. It's still pretty cool. This black, not just because it's dark out. It was actually painted black. They repainted it black because originally that's what it was. Their idea was it's harder to see it at night, and also it's supposed to keep stuff cool underground. We're in the South. Anything black doesn't work. Now we're going to walk up a hill. This is called the Overwatch Spotter's Position, who actually spotted for the Coast Artillery, which that's actually what, watch out, the railing's wet. Actually what we're portraying this weekend is the unit that was stationed here. So, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, that's where cannonballs rolled off of. You'll see this little part right here where it sunk in. No, that's not where cannonballs were. I'm pretty sure soldiers here used it for all kind of crazy stuff, because what are we? We're soldiers. We get bored. So we find all kind of crazy stuff to do.
Runoff.
It's a water runoff system, pretty much. This is what you call Spotter's Lookout Overwatch. What it is a concrete foxhole. That's all it is. Nothing special. But it did help for protection. But when you never get shot at, I guess it did its job. Now this also was a lookout overwatch. As you can see, we're on top of the other part of the fort. Give me a second, I lost my breath. But this was another overwatch system for the fort during World War. Actually, let me correct myself. Spanish-American War, World War I and II. I will do another video in daytime. Last time I did a video here, it didn't record it. I pretty much walked around the fort looking crazy because I was talking to myself.
This right here is actually the most haunted. We just never come up here at night. We get down into this area here, and it's actually Civil War mixed in with Spanish American and your World War II. What it is during the Civil War, if you ever look down here, there is the actual battery post that is encased in cement. Well, technically whatever is encased,
Okay,
it's going to be like a, what's the proper word, Captain? A recording effect. Basically it will play back and everything. We have heard what sounds like artillery firing to booms to knocks, basically. And
it's called a repetition haunting. If you believe in haunting, if not, you know, whatever. You know, it's for your own judgment.
If you want to travel down this way.
Yeah, we're going to go down that way. Actually, the whole time I'm filming you is blurry. It will not clear up right here.
Oh.
Normally, it's been clearing up when we're talking. Again, like I said, this is the only light we got minus what's out here, and which ain't but 3 lights. Obviously, see, there's 2, and 1 by the museum, and that is it. That's here at Fort Morgan, actually at the fort.
This is actually what we as reenactors, living historians, call a entomb capsule. This right here is Spanish American. But if you look, why did they have this? Why do they have this type of ripple? This was encased. This is actually brickwork that they slathered concrete over. Well, why we figured it out, if you look in here, over here, this is your Spanish. Over here, this is your Civil War. This was originally one of the walls. Right where we're standing at, this would have been, during the Civil War, a magazine, basically, for powder.
As you can tell, people like to throw trash in all kind of historical places. They're too lazy to go take it anywhere. Look, Ward was here. I don't know who Ward was, but he's been here. But yeah, I mean, if you can tell the brickwork here, obviously, I mean, a lot of the brickwork was actually used over and over again. And what the Department of War at the time, you know, they're like, well, this is simpler to actually reuse instead of actually rebuilding. So all they did was, and actually you can almost see over here where the wood planks were.
This wasn't closed.
Well, there has been people here up to 5 o'clock, so.
Well, whenever we were walking it, right at five.
When you and Matthew were up here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's probably some kids shut it or whatnot, because, yeah, this is basically another exact same side as the other side. As you can tell,
That door is extremely heavy.
yeah, they didn't make things light back then.
No.
Now, if you notice this hole right here, a lot of people are like, ah, what is this hole for? A speaking hole. Yeah, it wasn't for speaking, it's for ventilation. Because it splits in the middle, air go one side, air go on the other side. And as well, you'll see it's blocked off here.
You would have had a fan.
There was a fan, ventilation fan here. So we're going to go to another part of this. We have to go back up steps over here, right? Or is it over there?
There is nothing up there. The
Okay,
part
that was where another gun emplacement was. The other one, a lot of people like to go hide out in, well, when it was an open.
Right here is a very significant piece. If you look right here, the wall is right there. It goes up right here, right there, and where we were at, right over there, was the Civil War piece of brickwork inside this castle lady. But down here, there is a hidden Civil War piece that nobody knows about.
Actually, this one part here is almost impossible without your phone to see light in here now.
If you look right here, this is Spanish American, all the way to right there. That is Civil War.
This was actually a water battery.
Yep.
At the time, what they call water battery at the time, because it was real close to water. And it's also one of the sections of the fort that's really dark to get into during the daytime. And the other parts of the fort you can go into when it's daylight. This one, a lot of people get creeped out of. I remember me as a kid was getting creeped out of. I haven't been in here in a long time. So, this is basically what it is. There's another room underground. That's all it is.
Yep.
I remember when I was a kid in this room was so nasty. People used to trash in here. I did unspeakable things in here. If you're wondering, on the top are light fixtures. And you can almost faintly see where the pipe was that ran the electric wire.
If you want to do see if anything speaks or
No, I don't think nothing in this thing. I mean, half the time, this is just really cool to hide out in. But, not much really happened in this part. It's still, you see these pieces of wood in the corner? Electrical piping was ran through there. That way it had electricity in here. You can see it had ventilation system. That's all this was. It's still, actually, you see the brickwork. That's Civil War bricks. That's from the 1840s. 1838 is when the fort was built, so that's part of that time era. And all this whitewash and stuff, that's concrete. That was done in the 1890s. That way, white reflects light. So there you go. It's reflecting the light, so you can actually see the different part where the concrete ends, the brickwork begins. All up that way. Still pretty cool. A lot of stuff in here people don't know about, which is good to always try to find someone who knows stuff about things. Like this room here, this wood's been here since the 1890s, which is strange, right?
What's also strange is right here there's a brass tag.
I never noticed that many times I've been in here. It needs to be clean, and it's been painted over so many times and rubbed out you can't see nothing. But there was actually all kind of cool stuff here. And what a fort is basically is the medieval castles. So a fort in the United States is almost like a castle for us, even though it's only a few hundred years old. Now we think of castles dating back 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,000 years. So this is our castles in the United States, which are called forts. In other words, fort is short for fortress, and fortress is another word used for a castle. That's pretty much it of our night tour of Fort Morgan. Be careful if you do decide to join reenacting and whatnot. Just be careful what you do. Always ask somebody that's been doing it for a while. If you got any questions, feel free to look it up, ask people, leave a remark on my page. I can hook up with the right answer. If anything down here we know. Reenacting is fun. I've been doing it since I was 10 years old.
Oh, if you want to see something from World War II, here is a 1943 graffiti right there.
That's it. But yeah, I'm gonna pretty much end the part 3 of the video. I will upload them as soon as after the bugs quit attacking me. I will upload them as soon as I get Wi-Fi, because practically there is not a signal of anything out here. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it's nice, but there is no signal for phone or Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter how powerful your phone is, you won't get it inside the bricks. If you do, I want your phone service, so hit me up. And for part 3 of Fort Morgan, Alabama at night, it's Traveling Joe. I will see you on the flip side. And keep on trying to find whatever you want to do. Keep on trucking.